Hello everyone, Johnny here. In our previous session, we have discussed about basic form handling. We have taken an input field, text area and a drop down, that is select drop down. Based upon the user values, it is trying to update and it is trying to display an alert box. So we didn't cover the explanation of it, like we didn't have the discussion of how the application flow works. So in this tutorial, we will try to perform addition of two numbers. So before performing the addition of two numbers, let us summarize the points what we have discussed in the previous session. For example, in a previous session we have taken an input field. So for example, see here, a user is trying to type something in this input field. He has taken a text field and he is trying to type something. To handle this values changed within the component, we use say state and set state. In order to handle the values that has been changed in an input field, we use state and set state. Input will have an user interaction. For example, user will be typing something. So these values will be updated using state and set state. And we also have on change. It will be fired, in the sense it will be based upon the method clicked, it will try to call that particular change. Here the function, the method name is change name handler. It will try to call it, that is an arrow function here. So based upon this, the execution flows. For example, we call this one as a controlled component or controlled input. First we will be setting a property to it. Based upon the change event, again the input value will be updated. For example, the user has typed something, it has been updated and it will try to update in the state. After updating in the state, again it will try to reflect in the value. Again it will try to call this render method, which is enclosed this in an input field, like we will enclose in the JSX element like render written. So it will try to render it again based upon the user submission, that is form submissions. So React will access to the component state and reflects the updated value of the form element from the state passed to the value, and from the value to the change event, to the change event to the state, again back to the input field. So it will be in a circular way. So React will always access to the form elements using the state object only. We cannot update state directly. We will be using set state. So this is how we have done with a basic intro of the form handling, basic form handling. Now in this session, we will try to perform addition of two numbers. So let us see how it goes. Let me open my editor. So this is my editor here. So let me erase this code. Let me delete this file also. Addition. Okay, it is done. So this is how we have done with the code. Let us see how the output will be. It should be able to print in this way. So for this, I am trying to take a new file, Control N. So I am trying to name the file as addition. I am trying to import a React library here. In this I am trying to take a class component which extends the React component, which gets all the features of this base class. In this we will be trying to take a render method. In this render method, we will take a return statement. If you have multiple lines, we will try to enclose this in a parenthesis followed by div. I am trying to take a div here. So in this form elements, so we have taken in this way. in this I am trying to take two input fields, like as the task is about addition of two numbers, we will try to take two elements. We call this multiple lines as JSX, that is JavaScript XML or extension. Let me take two input fields in this. Let me write two input fields. Let me keep some heading as addition, and let me write a div tag, div input type equals to text. So let me copy this, and I'm trying to take two input fields in this. So in order to export this, we use export default addition, we should always import this, so I'm trying to write addition here and addition, which will try to render in the root container. So this is how we have done with the basic part. So let us see the snippet as we got. Can you see the snippet? We got the two things here: addition, first input field, and second input field. Now we need to define the state for it. So let me take a constructor. We are trying to create a constructor here, which we are trying to call the base class constructor using super keyword, and in this I'm trying to define the state. In this state we will be trying to take two input field values for the number 1 and number 2. So for this I'm trying to write num1, an empty string. Next one, num2, I'm trying to take three values: num1, num2 and total. So we got three in this object, IDs and the values are empty string here. So we have created a constructor, and we have used a super keyword to call the base class constructor, and we are trying to create an object with num1, num2 and num3 with an empty strings. So in this, if you can see, I'm trying to take two input fields now. So in order to pass the state, we have something called value equals to this dot state dot num1. This dot, let me enlarge this. Can you see? Yes. Now here value equals to this dot state dot num2. We are trying to pass the states here. What are the values we have? It will be empty now. As of now we are trying to pass the states. Now for these two input fields, if you can see here, can we edit it? No. In order to make it, we will try to use an event. That is, we will try to take event dot target dot value for the two input fields. So for this I'm trying to write, for the first one, on change attribute, that is on change event equals to, in order to, when we are trying to call a function or a method, we use this dot handle num1. I'm trying to use handle num1. The same snippet I'm trying to copy this. So this is how we have done with the previous session also. Like we have taken an input field, state and a event. So this dot handle dot num1, this dot handle dot num2. So this is how we have done. Now we should able to define this. To handle num1 and handle num2. In order to define this, we will be taking between this constructor. What is the first snippet we will try to write? We will try to write, see if you can see here, if we are trying to unable to edit here, but when I am trying to write handle num1 equals to, we are trying to take this in the as an arrow function, and we are trying to pass event as a parameter here. Sorry for this. Now in this we are trying to set the state for it. Set the state. Set state. For this setting the state, we are trying to take num1 event dot target dot value. Yes, we got it. Now if I want to handle the same thing, we can write the same code. Now it is same. Yes, it is num2 here, and it is num2. So we have created two arrow functions, and we are trying to pass this. Now you can see we can pass this. So now in order to make sure that it will not take numbers, sorry, strings, we should write some code. So for this, can we take a button? Yes, we can take a button here. So let me write here as number 01, number 02, and below to this I'm trying to take a button here, and let me enclose this everything in a form. Let me enclose this everything in a form. So in this div I'm trying to take a button now. So in order to write this button, I'm trying to write input type equals to button, that is submit, add, button is closed. Now when I'm trying to click on this button, it should able to perform some operation. So in order to perform this operation, we should able to take something called an function, as we have done with this on change. So what I'm trying to write is, we will try to take a function now. In this I'm trying to take on submit event this dot execute, this dot execute. So let me take this dot exe. So when the user clicks on this, it should able to execute this one. So let me define exe now. So I'm not using any CSS as of now. We are just trying with a React, completely the logical part. Now let us define the part, that is exe, how it goes. If we can see here, exe equals to arrow function. We are trying to pass a parameter here. Now in this I'm trying to write first one. We can write this dot set state total. Let me convert this into integer percent of this dot state dot num1, this dot state dot num1 plus percent. Let me write this dot this dot state dot num2. If we can take this, so if we can see this, let me enlarge this. Yes, we have done in this way. We have taken this dot set state total percent this dot state dot num1 parse int and this dot state dot num2. Now if we can see, let us see how it goes now. Let us open our browser. Let me write two numbers. See, I'm unable to perform this operation. So if you want to make sure that this page should not overload, we can also write event dot prevent default, in order to make sure that page will not load again. 4 we are unable to perform. Why? Because we were trying to define this, but we are unable to print the values here. So in this, after the form, can we write this dot state dot total, because this will be stored in the total. Anyway, these values will be passed to this value num1 and num2 and state. So in the same way, can we write here this dot state dot total, this dot state dot total. Let us see now. 4 4 8, you can see 3 3 6. So this is how we have done, like a basic addition of two numbers. If you can see here, the thing what we have discussed in this example, which is the same. First, the state will be passed to the value. Based upon the user interaction, the change will try to pass this to this change handler, that is name handler, whatever we are trying to pass, and again it will try to update in the state. From the state, again it will try to update in the value. Similarly here also we have in the state three values, that is num1, num2 and total. Num1 will be passed to the value 1, num2 will be passed to the value 2. For each and every input handler, in order to make sure that it is disabled, to remove the disabled, we are trying to use an event where we are trying to target the num1 and num2. We can write the same snippet here also within the same line. And next one, we are trying to take a button. When the user clicks on this button, it is trying to perform some operation and it is trying to take %. If the user has given some other values, it will try to perform the answer as none. We have taken event.prevent.default in order to make sure the page will not load again. So if I am trying to take in this way, you can see none here, so it will try to take the 9 values. So this dot state dot total, we are trying to retrieve the values what we have done after the operations. So this is how we have done with a basic addition using forms. If you have any queries, like you can just drop us a mail or you can comment below this video, and this next part we will try to continue in the next session. Thank you.